Okay, so here we are. Everybody else did their gear setup video while we were in the States. Of course, I waited the last minute, but this is us getting ready. We have to we're doing gear drop in like just a few hours, so charging the batteries and everything. So here's what's I'm gonna try to fit in my pack. They've added some additional stuff, and I don't even know if it's gonna fit. But let's just start off with I wake up in the morning. What am I wearing? I got gaiters. Well, let's see, race bib, shin gaiters. I got women's capris from Walmart, which Jesse Spangler told me about, which I love. And I have my short sleeve disability shirt. Okay. So after that, I've got thermal arm sleeves, so that this will be my base layer when I'm starting. So I have long sleeves, but that way my arms have thermal, but I won't get hot somewhere in a little shirt. If it gets really cold, I have leg sleeves that are going to go underneath my my knickers. I do have ankle gaiters. This area is very dusty, rocky, messy. As you're going down scree, you're going to get a lot of dusting, rocks, and crap in your shoes. This will keep the sand and crap out of your shoes. Speaking of shoes, I always use Ultra because they're super wide, and I buy one size too large, and I wear thick socks. These are the rain, snow, and mud Ultras, so I'm hoping that the dust doesn't get in through the shoe and make chafing between the toes. I also have very, very thin arm gaiters in case we, or arm sleeves, just in case it gets sunny, but I don't want anything thermal. I got a floppy hat that keeps of course, the sun off of my ears and my neck. We have a total balaclava, I think they call this, which is like your head face. The only thing that shows is your face. So this is if it gets really cold. I also have a thick thermal neck gaiter. I have an extra set of pants and a long sleeve shirt that can go over my arm sleeves and disability shirt. I've got my upper rain shell, which is a high quality out dry jacket, tape seams, of course, and then rain pants, which is all mandatory equipment. You have to have a thermal layer. So I've got wool long sleeve, but they are saying that we have to have two sets of clothes in case everything gets wet because of a pour down rain. You have to have enough clothes in your pack to put on a complete new set of clothes. So that's where I'm not sure things are going to fit. So there's actually 2 wool shirts here. Every single teammate has to have a sleeping bag or bivy sack. I've got 2 different dry bags. One's going to be able to fit on the bike in the seat bag. The other is going to go into my backpack. I do sunglasses that have both clear as well as dark sunglasses that have a reader lens in the bottom. So if we're going through a lot of wooded areas where things are going to scratch my eyes, I can put on glasses. 2 sets of gloves. I've got my thin gloves that are more for mountain biking and just to keep the trekking poles from chewing up my hands. And then I've got thermal gloves in case it starts getting super cold outside. And we have windproof, waterproof glove covers in case it's like pouring down rain or you're on a paddle section. You could theoretically use that. I do have a rain cover for my head or underneath the bike helmet in case it's raining. It'll keep the balaclava dry. We all have to have the ability for shelter. So we're using a 4-person bothy bag, which is kind of hard to fit 4 people in, but it does satisfy the minimum requirement. And then we also have a tent, 2-person tent. So if we're going into an overnight section, we're going to carry both. If we're on a daytime section between boxes, we're going to go with just the bothy because it does satisfy the requirement. Set of backup batteries for all of our Phoenix lights. We are required to have a helmet the entire race because the trekking sections are going to have some rocky exposed sections. So you have to carry it with you at all times, put it on if it's exposed. So instead of having a headlamp, I am simply taking my headlamp on my bike helmet, and that's what I'm going to use on the trek section. It does take a Phoenix battery. I'm also going to carry a hand torch. I did make another video on the lighting system, so I'm not going to get into it. But this is basically just for checking CPs, and then it also serves as a backup battery. But let's talk about food. The first leg is, what is it, 8 hours? Yeah. 8 to 10 if things go wrong. So I've got one of the 6-hour bags, and I've got 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's always good to have real food in a race. And then also this is the team med kit that satisfies the ARWS requirements, but each teammate has their own little medical kit. So if you need aspirin or some butt lube or a GoPro battery or some chapstick or something like that, you have your own kit, so you don't have to break into the mandatory kit. So all of us have a little tiny kit in addition. So let's talk the pack. I've got a set of hiking poles. This trek is going to be really hard, and so this is going to keep some of the weight off of our knees. Up here this is the Out There AS3 pack. Up here in the left pocket, I have caffeine and I have salt tablets and chapstick. In the left pocket, I have, right now there's a watch in there, and also I have my pocket knife, which is a multi-tool, and I've got a pen to write with. Down here in the bottom, I'm going to have a magnifying glass, so I can use that on a 150 scale map. So I also have my big compass, in addition to a little wrist compass. And then in the right side, I think is going to be kind of money and a mask, because you have to have masks in TA. We also have a, what do you call this? This is a Caitlyn Be Free water filter. It's a 0.6 liter water filter, so that way we can filter water very quickly. There is also sunscreen. The sun at high altitude is really brutal, so all teammates really want to watch out for that. And then I think that's it. Yep. And there is a space blanket inside the pack. So this is when I leave the starting line of the race, all of this crap is going to be on my body. The other stuff is either in the paddle bag or in the bike box. So, okay, so that's it. That's my gear setup. Thanks for watching.